Hi, this is Dan from the M4A and welcome to another video on the channel. Today we're going to be going through an ab circle workout, but before we get started we're just going to go through some of the muscles we'll be working. So it's important to strengthen your abdominal muscles as they help stabilize your torso and they also improve posture. So as you can see on the diagram, these are the muscles that we'll be working. We'll be working our transverse abdominis, our internal obliques, our external obliques, and our rectus abdominis. So on the screen right now you can see the exercises that we'll be doing today. We're going to be working each exercise for 30 seconds and taking a 15-second break in between all the exercises. You can repeat the whole routine 2 or 3 times to really gain a benefit from this routine. Okay, so let's get started. Also make sure to check us out on Instagram. Okay, so we're going to start with our sit up the jab, making sure the feet are nicely planted on the ground. Your back is nice and straight, punching 1, 2 across. Make sure to breathe out on the effort and keep that core engaged. If you want to make this exercise harder, you can either go faster or you can slow down the movement. Make sure to do this for 30 seconds and take a 15-second break after. Okay, so moving on to our leg raises. This is going to work on our lower abs. So make sure you start in a straight position and bring the legs up, making sure the legs are nice and straight. Hold on to a wall or you can leave your hands by your side as well. Make sure to breathe out on the effort. Also, if you want to make this exercise harder, make sure to go down slowly on the eccentric movement of the exercise, making sure you're doing this exercise for 30 seconds and taking a 15-second break after. Okay, so we're going to get into an angled position, making sure our legs are off the ground and so is our back. This is going to be called the Russian twists, and we're going to tap each side, making sure you're doing a full range of motion to each side, tapping the ground. Again, if you want to make this harder, slow down the movement or speed up the movement. Don't forget to keep your core engaged, doing this exercise for 30 seconds and taking a 15-second break after. Okay, so moving on to the next phase of our routine. This is going to be a combination of 3 exercises. So starting with our side-to-side heel taps, you're going to reach for the ankles side to side laterally, keeping the back slightly off the ground, making sure that core is nicely engaged, and then moving on to our flutter kicks for 10 seconds, making sure our legs are straight and our hands are under our glutes and your legs are doing an alternating motion. And lastly, moving on to our in and out flutter kicks for 10 seconds, making sure you take a 15-second break after. You're doing this phase for 30 seconds in total. Also make sure to keep your legs alternating throughout the movement. Okay, so moving on to our plank with shoulder taps. We're going to make sure our body position is straight, our hands are out straight as well, keeping our core engaged and tapping our shoulders. If you're finding that too hard, you can do a normal plank with just straight arms, or you can do a plank on your elbows, or alternatively a plank on your knees. The same teaching points apply, but you are aiming to do that plank with the shoulder taps. You are doing this for 30 seconds and then taking a 15-second break before our last exercise. Okay, so moving on to our last exercise, which will involve some mountain climbers. You want to make sure your hands are out straight and your core is engaged, keeping that back nice and straight, tucking in the knees in an alternating motion. And you want to do this exercise for 30 seconds. Now this whole routine should have taken you 4.5 minutes, so before starting your next round, make sure to spend that much time resting or half the time, so you are either working at a 1:1 ratio or 1:0.5 ratio. Okay, so that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and in the comment section below, let me know what you thought about the routine. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.